Good morning. Thank you so much for watching Breakfast Television on City. Happy Tuesday. Getting girls into coding, that's what we're talking about right now. That is essential in closing the gender gap in the tech industry. And Lori Gloga, closest to me, Jessica Watson, both here this morning talking about Girls Learning Code Day in Calgary, happening this Saturday. It's free. Girls between 8 and 13 are to get involved in this. And Lori, you have a great demo to show us in a second. But first, Jessica, Girls Learning Code Day, I'm imagining that this is super important as we look years down the road in the industry, right?
It absolutely is, and this is our 5th annual Girls Learning Code Day. We're going to be teaching girls right across Canada on how to make video games and get them really excited about technology at an early age.
Yeah, and actually coding the game to make it work, right?
Absolutely, all the back-end nuts and bolts that go into making a video game.
That's awesome. That's really fun. And that's why Lori's here this morning. Lori, you're an instructor. You're going to be busy this Saturday.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
Teaching the girls how to do. And so you have a demonstration for us. And what exactly are we going to...
I'll tell you what we're going to talk about.
Yeah,
so we're going to be making a game live, so it's going to be fun. We're going to sit together. We're going to come in and talk about what goes into a game. So if you can imagine, there's a lot of steps. The first thing they're going to do is they're going to brainstorm, talk a little bit about storyboarding, what goes into the game. Our theme is about the endangerment of bees.
Okay.
So we're going to have some environmental stories. It'll be really interesting. And then they're going to talk about or bring out some assets, sound, and then we're going to make a game, something like what you see on my screen, if you can.
Yeah, we're going to pull this up. So
there we are. So this is going to be kind of the end product. I'm not going to show you yet. I'm going to just walk you through a little bit about what goes into making a game. So the first thing you got to think about is X and Y grids. So they're going to take a grid like this, and there's a lot behind it. So if you see on the left, the little bee is moving around, that just gives you a demonstration of how X and Y across the screen goes up and down. So the kids will learn a little bit about how to move things about. And if you see on the right all the little googly gawk color there, that's the code. So it literally can be moved around. We can add other things in here. It's like a little Lego kit. So you see pen down and then clear and then move and whatnot. So as they go through, they make up steps, just like talking to a box. So they'll make something up. So when we go into the next step, I did a little, here's a thing of how to make code move. So those steps you see on the little colored boxes allow the thing to move. So if I take my keyboard, I'm using the one that says when arrow clicked right, when arrow clicks down, when arrow clicks up, etc. So this lets the kids move around and make up their own thing as they go. So the final product looks something like this, and let's see if I can do this right. Once you add all of the colors and the sound, there's a backdrop. You can literally go around and eat the oranges.
And so, And so the kids, Lori, they're going to be doing this on Saturday with the instructor?
Right, and they're going to come up and demo the games themselves. So they'll make their own little game. So that's the demo. It'll take about 4 hours altogether, and they'll begin with a lot of ideas, and they'll break things, and I hope they do.
Because then they'll figure out how to do it, right?
Yeah.
And Jessica, that thought process, the coding kind of this gets you to there and this gets you to the next step, is kind of what you're trying to teach, right?
Absolutely, and it's very, very basic.
Yeah.
Kids are amazing at how quickly they can learn these things, and getting them exposed at a young age is super important. In Canada, we have 9% of software developers are women.
That's it.
So this is a huge focus of ours and a big passion to get that exposure early on and equalize out that tech sector.
Well, there you go. It's a free event happening this Saturday. It's the 5th annual Girls Learning Code Day, as Jessica was telling us. It is free. STEM Learning Labs, 7101 5th Street Southeast. That's just off Glenmore, by the way, near Blackfoot, or off of Blackfoot Trail, just south of Glenmore. 8 to 13, that's the age group for the girls this Saturday from 1 until 5. And you can come out and work with Lori and your colleagues and create games involving bees and bugs and movement and coding and all these neat things.
I can't wait to see what they come up with.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's going to be a riot.
No kidding. Well, thank you so much for both coming in. And get your girl involved. It sounds like a great free event this weekend.